to come.
On Radio 1. At 3:30, going home.
On Radio 1. No boring end of day vibes. We're bringing the usual laughter and inevitable chaos.
But right now, Radio 1 Breakfast with Greg James.
Monday! Ugh, yuck, Monday. God, no thanks. However, I've got just the remedy. Lots of good songs, some fun stuff, and the actual Doctor. Ncuti Gatwa, the Doctor, from Doctor Who, is on, plus his new companion, Varada Sethu, on The Breakfast Show from 8 o'clock this morning. Attention, nerds! Alert the Whoniverse. The Doctor's on The Breakfast Show this morning, an hour away from that. Sabrina Carpenter coming up, Skrillex as well. Brand new team on yesterday's quiz. Hi, Pete Allison.
Good morning, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just wasn't expecting you to stick the boot in.
Look, I was just saying facts. They're just facts.
It made me laugh out loud when you heard that. It was so mean. Can you repeat the facts that you just said at the end of the sport just then?
So Southampton, who were officially relegated yesterday, they need 2 more points to avoid being the worst Premier League team ever.
It just feels unnecessarily harsh. But it's also, you deal in facts, you deal in truths, and it is correct.
They've got seven games to try and beat that sort of worst record.
I feel like they will. I believe in them. I believe in the South Coast. So anyway, good morning to you, Pete. Nice to have you on. And actually, while you're there, not that I'm having a go at you here, but I just want to question. I've got a question. No, I've got a question about weather apps, right?
Okay.
The feels like temperature.
Yes.
I feel like that's the temperature. It says,
yes, you're right.
It says 17 degrees today. Feels like 9.
What is it taking into? Is it sort of wind factor? What is it?
But that's the temperature.
Yeah.
Feels like is the temp. Is that not? Am I mad?
No. I see your point. I do.
Could you have a word with the weather centre?
I'll see what I can do.
Welcome to Monday's Radio 1 Breakfast Show. In fact, look at this guy. PB, the fruit and veg man in Fort William in the Highlands. He says, just to let you know, it's 0 degrees here. Actual freezing. Welcome to The Breakfast Show. It's Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now. Good morning, welcome to Monday's Radio 1 Breakfast Show. This is Greg James, and I hope you are good. Hope your weekend was all right. We've got a really fun Monday show for you. Just to blow away those weekend blues, if you're feeling a little bit yuck, it's Monday. We're all feeling that. However, Ncuti Gatwa, the actual Doctor, will cheer you up for sure. 8 o'clock this morning, big Doctor Who news. We've got Ncuti and his new companion, Varada Sethu, on The Breakfast Show after 8 o'clock today. We're going to do Unpopular Opinion and talk about the new season, which starts on Saturday, this Saturday. Josie is 10 today. Happy birthday, Josie. Josie's in West Yorkshire at the minute. Josie, I wonder whether you'd like a little double digits shout out as you have reached the dizzy heights of 10. Here it comes. Happy birthday and happy double digits! I really meant that one. Really meant it. Steve, the Lake District trucker, is listening. Hi to you, Steve. And also Jessie says, can I get a shout out for all the GCSE practicals going on today? Drama, art and French all happening at Rugby High School. Also Vicky in Coventry is 27 today. Happy birthday to you, Vicky. Little Mix and Touch on Monday morning's Radio 1 Breakfast Show. This is Greg James, and coming next, it's the Doctor. If you're a Doctor Who fan, don't you go anywhere. 8 o'clock, let's get a news update. And here's Pete Allison.
Radio 1.
Newsbeat. Starting a new FUFN. That is Jade on the Radio 1 Breakfast Show. Hi, Eva, who is 7 and has put the radio on especially to hear Ncuti Gatwa, the Doctor. She absolutely loves Doctor Who. Eva is a huge Whovian. Eva, not long to wait. Ncuti and Varada Sethu the Doctor's brand new companion, are coming next on The Breakfast Show. Happy 13th birthday, Polly! Also, someone else has messaged in who's not called Andy Paradise, but has just reminded me about Andy Paradise. They've said, Greg, whenever you play Coldplay Paradise, I always think about that man, Andy Paradise. Do you think he was listening? I think he's always there. Andy Paradise. I'll play that one just for you, and I'm glad you enjoyed a bit of Coldplay this morning. So let's play Taylor Swift and then get the Doctor on.
Radio 1 Breakfast.
Ncuti Gatwa, welcome back to the Radio 1 Breakfast Show.
Hello, thank you very much for having me back.
And Varada Sethu, welcome to the Radio 1 Breakfast Show.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good?
Good.
There was a pause there.
Yeah.
There was a pause.
We've got to think about these questions.
I'm thinking twice about every single question that I'm asked.
Well, this is interesting because actually when you're preparing an interview for the cast of Doctor Who, you also have to think a couple of times about each question because you don't want to give anything away and you don't want to probe too much, do you? That's the thing. So I guess you've been living with that, Varada, for a few years now where you've been welcomed into the universe.
Yeah.
But with that comes great peril because you know things.
Yes. And I cannot share any of those things. But it's also kind of handy because we filmed it last year. I've also actually just forgotten everything.
Fine. It's useful, actually. Yeah. It's sort of like when I finish a breakfast show and we talk about something that happened the week before, I can't remember any of it. It's probably living in the moment, right?
Right. That was a different Greg. That was last week's Greg. This is a new Greg for this week.
Yeah. And it's very exciting to be opposite both of you because you're the newest companion. Varada, that's a cool thing.
Welcome to the TARDIS.
Yeah. So you're going to be in the TARDIS season 2. You're going to be hanging out with Ncuti as the Doctor. You've done all the filming. It's all done. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy it now. See what the fans think of it. They're going to love it.
You make it sound so much easier than it is.
You don't overthink these things.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I get to sit back and relax. No, I'm super, super excited for it to come out. But it is really, really unnerving because, you don't want to let anyone down. And you kind of, I hope people will love it as much as we love it.
They will. People are going to love it. And Ncuti, we last spoke to you in 2023. I think just as you're about to be the Doctor.
I know.
How do you feel a couple of years on?
It's so excited to be back. Like, I keep getting asked questions like, how does it feel to be the veteran on set now? Introducing that feels wild.
I would never ask you that. I would never. You're not the veteran.
I'm not the veteran.
It still feels new.
It still feels so new and also so huge as well. It's so like you're still like climbing this huge mountain of the legacy that is Doctor Who.
You as the Doctor is very fun to watch. I actually watched last night. I watched the Boom episode because that's when you first appear, isn't it? So you appear as Mundy Flynn.
Yes.
So this might be one of the secrets that you might have to shut my mouth about. But Mundy Flynn is connected in some way to you as the companion. So but you didn't know about you being the companion when you were playing Mundy Flynn.
No, I had absolutely no idea. I came on and did one episode and thought it was going to be like an in and out thing. So when I got the call to say, do you want to go in to me about being the companion, I just didn't. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
That's so nice. You obviously got a good appraisal from the Doctor.
Yeah.
You obviously put a word in.
Terrible reference. Really, really bad.
They didn't ask him. That's why I got it.
Ncuti, Varada, let's play a song and we'll come back with more chat, Doctor Who chat, next.
BBC Radio
1.
Varada Sethu and Ncuti Gatwa are on the Radio 1 Breakfast Show this morning. We're talking about Doctor Who Season 2 and we're going to come back next on the Breakfast Show and do Unpopular Opinion. Before we get there though, Ncuti, This was
Greg's got his own sonic screwdriver. Is this yours?
It's actually not mine. It's Billy who works on the Breakfast Show.
Hi, Billy.
He's over there. And he said...
Billy, you've kept this in such good condition.
Oh, it makes a noise.
It makes noises, yeah.
Hold on.
Your real one doesn't do that.
No.
Does it not?
None of the ones I've worked with on set do this, nor the one that they gifted me.
Yeah, so you can also, if you press...
Why do you have a better sonic screwdriver than mine?
Where? Also, where from?
Billy, come in. Billy, come in. See, Billy is a...
I'm about to ask Billy first.
Come over here, Billy. Billy is a huge Doctor Who fan and brought that in today because he knew that you were on the breakfast show. So, Billy, have you got a special supply of sonic screwdrivers?
No, it's I've bought it online off the toy manufacturer. You know, it's not a toy; it's a collectible item. So
Wow.
It absolutely is.
So, Ncuti, is that better than your actual
This
one?
is better than my actual one, and it's better than the ones that we
We have a
have on
set.
set.
Because the one on
Which-
set doesn't make a sound. That's like an added effect afterwards.
nice.
And it certainly
And
doesn't
it's certainly,
light up.
and it doesn't light up
does not
like
light
this,
up.
and it's not as glossy as this, is it?
No.
But, Billy, why don't you go and show Ncuti how to use it properly? Because Ncuti, you're butchering this, mate. Sorry, you don't know how. You don't know what you're doing.
Show Doctor Who out.
Yeah, well, no, come on. Because show all the bits.
There's a light there, which is good one. And you play it twice, and then you can open it and.
Can I just say you have to hold it this way?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes,
Exceptional. Oh, smashed it, Billy.
If you
Well
had that,
done.
you wouldn't need ID. Like
No.
you could
That's
just
it.
go in anywhere and be like, yeah, I'm Doctor.
I am the Doctor.
There you go, Billy. Isn't that nice?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. Legend is Billy. If you look, will you put a word into old Russell T Davis?
Yes.
When you've had enough, and I don't want you to leave for a while, but when you've had enough, just put a word in for
Yeah, I
him.
will do.
Because he knows it inside out.
Does he?
Oh my God, he'd be an amazing Doctor.
What an angel.
Look at him. Let's play a song and come back next on The Breakfast Show. Do you have a request? Varada, I think you should request a song. What are you listening to at the minute? What do you like?
Oh God,
What's Belinda Chandra up to? What's she listening to on the way in the TARDIS?
I've got the same 10 songs on repeat at the moment.
Yeah,
actually.
welcome to Radio 1.
Oh God.
Same here. Go on, what do you want?
Well, okay. Aside from the Hamilton soundtrack, because we were just in New York, I love Olivia Dean's Hardest Part.
It's on now. Well, when we found it, but it'll be on in a second. Yeah, Tom will find it.
Now.
Is it there?
Yeah.
All right, it's on now. Olivia Dean and The Hardest Part, the choice of Varada Sethu.
You just DJ'd.
There you go.
You were just a DJ.
That was fun. Varada Sethu and Ncuti Gatwa on The Breakfast Show this morning. Varada, you're now a Radio 1 DJ. It really is it's as easy as that. That is all you need to do. Now, because we're having such a nice time, we're going to crash into the news. So we're going to do the news and then come back with more fun. So would you like to introduce the news? Now Varada, you've selected a song. You're already a DJ. I think you should introduce the news.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, can both of you do it, please?
Let's do that.
Hey, it's the Doctor and his new companion.
It's Radio 1 with the Doctor.
And Belinda Chandra.
And it's time for the news with Pete Allison.
Radio 1.
This is Newsbeat. It's 8:32.
On the BBC Sounds app, on the radio, and ask your smart speaker to play Radio 1.
It is the Radio 1 Breakfast Show. Ncuti Gatwa and Varada Sethu are the stars of the new series of Doctor Who. And we're going to do Unpopular Opinion. Now, look, I know you might not want to sing, but it has a theme tune. The lyrics are in front of you. I'll do the first one.
Oh, God.
Come and give us your unpopular opinion. Something up till now that you've been scared to say. You like that, Ncuti?
I loved that.
You were jiggling. That was really nice.
Oh my God, I was panicked because I thought you were going to make us sing. I was like,
Well-
I can't sing. You've got to do this.
I am going to make you sing in a minute, if that's okay. I've got the lyrics there for you. Join in with me. You can do BVs.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do Unpopular Opinion. First up, Sam.
Crumpets are disgusting.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
It's said with such vim.
Oh, Crumpets.
What about? What
about
Why are they
Crumpets
so
are
disgusting?
Hear me out. I think that they were something that was made that had gone completely wrong. They thought, let's just stick this together, stick a few holes in the top, and stick it under a Bunsen burner and burn the bottom of it.
Well, it's a bit like, what are they called? Yorkshire puddings were made by accident.
Well, I know. I was going to say a lot of baking was done by accident, isn't it? I imagine sourdough.
Pizza was
Probably
made
the same.
Pizza was an accident. Pizza was an accident. It was because they had leftover bits of dough and then just some tomato sauce and stuff. And they were like, "I'll just make that for the
The best mistake.
in
the
Napoli.
most beautiful mistake.
Yeah.
They're absolutely disgusting.
But why? What about it being an accident makes
it
so
bad.
horrible?
Yeah.
And
Lots of
it's the texture. The texture and the holes in the top of it. And they thought, let's make it better by putting butter and Marmite and stuff like that on there.
Yes, it goes into the crevices. It goes in. It's beautiful. It's
wrong.
lovely. Wow. It's great unpopular opinion, therefore, but I feel like it's one of the most magnificent bits of baking ever.
I love crumpet.
Yeah.
Cup of
Marmite,
tea.
bit of Marmite.
Sorry, Sam, but you are wrong.
It's an unpopular opinion. There we go.
Yeah, give us something else that you. What's your favourite snack then? Come on.
Olives.
Olives.
I like olives.
I know, but to say
Wouldn't be a favourite, but
to say that you hate crumpets and love olives is.
Yeah, but it shows that I don't have childish taste buds, so...
Nothing childish about a crumpet. Wow. I'm so... Wow. Sorry, I didn't think I was speaking to a real grown-up.
wow.
That just took off everyone's heads.
Oh my God.
He's ended us. Okay, Sam, maybe you are right after all. Thanks a lot, Sam. Have a good day.
Thank you, Greg.
What other things are you eating that require you to have adult taste buds?
Maybe not eating, but drinking wine. That's a new thing.
Yeah?
That's a new thing.
The new thing, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, how old are you?
Drinking wine.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
31.
31.
Okay.
When did you discover wine?
Probably when I was 29.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a relatively new thing.
So 2 years ago you discovered wine, and you think you can read us the riot act on crumpets?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I tried crumpets a long time ago.
Right. So was it a straight swap from crumpet straight to wine, or did you?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
And when did you discover olives?
Probably about 2 years ago.
Very grown up. I love this.
There's something great.
That's
about
great.
You discovering wine and olives 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So
they go well together.
What was the diet before this?
Pass.
Froobs.
Yeah, fruit, yeah.
Just fromage frais and quavers, dunkers and ribena. Yeah, okay, it's the Dairy Dunkers to olive pathway. All right. This is no further. Any further questions for Sam?
No.
No.
He settled it. He's put us in our place.
Sam, you've brightened our day. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
So it's going to be a tough act to follow. Okay, ready? Here we go. Come and give us your unpopular opinion. Something up till now that you've been scared to say.
I had the words right in front of me and I got them wrong.
Yeah, Varada was panicking the whole way through.
Yeah. I was like...
You just did that. You just did a big smile. You're like, if I just smile, it might be over soon. Ali!
Hello. I think that soft top cars should cease to exist.
Oh.
Why?
Well, there are so many reasons. I think number one, they're a health hazard. You know, what's going to land on you? Who knows? Some gravel from a truck.
Right.
Maybe a bird. It's not safe.
I don't...
Also,
Yeah.
I think it brings out the worst in people.
Interesting.
That I probably would agree with that, actually.
Yeah, we weren't with you with the
health...
intrusive thoughts of like gravel coming in.
I think
but-
famously birds can fly. So when they land on your roof, or they don't tend to land on your roof in a health and hazard kind of way.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That is true. But on a motorway, and there's a truck in front of you, debris falling off, that's bad.
That is bad.
That's yeah.
I'd say it was
Does
bad
that
if-
happen a lot?
I'd say it's bad if your car had a roof. If
Yeah,
debris falling on your car, it's bad
Actually,
anyway.
that's
But yeah.
true. That's true. But no,
Yeah, that
I
is true,
I do
actually.
think that it makes them insufferable, though. It makes people... I feel like the most insufferable people tend to be the ones that...
Have a soft top car.
Do you drive?
Yeah,
Ncuti?
there's a lot of peacocking energy going on.
Yes. Yes.
feel like there's a Venn diagram of them and the people that have those exhausts that go.
Oh, the loud ones.
The loud ones.
I just can't.
It's a circle.
It's a
the Venn diagram
Straight
is a
circle.
circle.
On top. Yeah, I'd put in that circle the motorbikes that are really, really loud and farty. They're so loud. They interrupt conversations when they go past. I'm like, what are you doing?
Isn't that just what motorbikes sound like, though? I don't know if there is a quiet one. Is there?
No, but there's just. I think you can.
It's aggressive.
Aggressive. Revving.
Yeah.
Revving.
Yeah.
Not good.
So do you drive, Ncuti?
I drive the TARDIS.
Great answer.
Okay.
I drive the
TARDIS. I fly the TARDIS.
The new Volkswagen TARDIS.
Yes. No.
Never get the roof off.
No.
Not even if you're going somewhere hot.
No.
Get out.
By the way, I've never seen Ncuti look more serious at me.
No,
Greg.
No, Greg.
No.
Don't even ask these questions.
Ali, it's very good. And yeah, I also think there's something about being in this country with a soft top. It's just never going to get used.
No.
You're always wearing a coat.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I just think they also just look very, very odd. It looks like they're sort of missing a head. It's like seeing a stag without antlers, or like Dumbledore without a beard. It just looks weird.
Very, very poetic listeners today.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Ali, thanks so much for being on.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.
Let's play another song and then we'll come back with the final unpopular opinion next. Ncuti, would you like to pick a song? What are you into at the minute? What are you listening to?
Oh.
Doesn't have to be new. Can be anything.
Kendrick.
Well, we'll play Kendrick.
Let's do some Not Like Us.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
BBC Radio 1.
Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, the choice of Ncuti Gatwa on the Radio 1 Breakfast Show this morning. The Doctor is here with the new companion. Varada is here. Varada Sethu is on the Breakfast Show as well. We're doing a popular opinion. One last time. Varada, I think we can do this. Okay, ready? Come and give us your unpopular opinion. Something up till now that you've been scared to say.
Oh, I made it through. I'm sweating.
Flawless. Simon!
Hello. And
He's in space and time. He's caught up somewhere in space and time.
Ironically, I think his unpopular opinion is about Daleks, and your phone has made you sound like one. That's really weird. Say something else.
Hello.
Oh, that's better. Can you just say exterminate for me?
Exterminate.
Yeah, it is cutting out. That's weird. Well,
amazing.
Should we just look, his unpopular opinion
Actually is a Dalek.
Say it again, Simon. Go on.
The Daleks are cute, specifically the creature inside.
Absolutely not, Simon. Please, I'm so disappointed in you.
Come on, you got to give them a chance.
I think they're kind of cute.
Interesting is that you're watching Doctor Who, sort of rooting for the Daleks and for like the bad guys. I guess it makes it's like two different shows.
Telling.
Yeah,
it's very telling.
Very telling of
these people.
The sort of person that he is.
Very telling of these people.
What is it about them that you like? What's the thing?
I don't know. They're just the casing. Obviously, the outside of them they look quite cute and harmless, and then a little creature inside with all these tentacles, and you just don't know.
Wait, what does this creature look like?
There's a little creature inside each of the...
Okay.
Inside
the tentacles don't sound as fun, but I think that they kind of look like, cute little post boxes.
It doesn't look scary.
They've been created to freak people out. And it's a particular person that loves tentacles, and that person is you, Simon. What I will say is that you would have spotted this. There's a Dalek in the reception at the BBC, obviously, because the BBC is very proud of Doctor Who, as it should be. But we see it every day. So I'm kind of with Simon. I'm like, it's just
I'm actually going to walk out. This is ridiculous.
He gets very sensitive about this.
This is so ridiculous.
Okay.
That you've brought me here.
I'm sorry.
And that you're going to say this. Simon, what the hell have you started?
This was a setup.
This is a setup. It's got a metal snout. What is cute about it?
It's got a plunger though. Yeah. Anything with the plunger is cute, surely.
Cute and useful. And useful. Yeah, I guess it's sort of like gliding around. They're kind of chic.
Yeah.
No.
I'm turning you, look.
No. No.
Maybe it'll stay an unpopular opinion then.
It's an unpopular opinion.
Ncuti, you actually haven't come up against the Daleks yet, have you?
I haven't.
No. Yet.
See?
I haven't.
Give him a chance. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
What are you asking of me? You cannot be serious.
No, sorry.
They
go a bit too far.
Are so evil.
Okay.
Famously. I think that rolls around
getting
shouting,
really passionate about
shouting
this.
exterminate, and that's the thing you like.
Bit of devastation never hurt anyone.
It says a lot about you, young man.
Simon, I'm so disappointed. You seem like you have such a bright future ahead of you. You seem like such a bright young
Even
person.
with that opener.
And this has just let me down.
Oh.
Simon, you've disappointed the Doctor. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm sorry.
All right, have a good day.
I'm still watching.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
April 12th.
He's still watching, but he's not rooting for you, Ncuti. Thanks, Simon.
Oh.
Good boy.
Bye. Good boy. Bye. Should we get an unpopular opinion from you two before you go? What have you got? I'll sing to you while you're thinking. Final round. And come and give us your unpopular opinion. Something up to now that you've been scared to say. I like how you conducted me then.
Thanks.
I really like that. What have you got?
I don't understand the fuss about pineapples on pizza.
Oh, great one.
I think the people that make the fuss are the problem. And that's all I've got to say about
That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
Yeah.
No further questions.
No further.
The press conference is over.
Thank you so much.
Would have been
That's all I'm saying.
what a great Doctor Who press conference that would have been. Ncuti's got an announcement about his future. My future is that I will still not be worrying about people who say pineapple on pizza is bad. Yeah, I'm with you. I think you're right. Why does it... Varada, why does everything need a discourse?
I know.
Doesn't need it.
I know. I mean, with the pineapple on pizza thing as well, it doesn't actually make sense to me because we have plenty of sweet and savoury things that mix together. They go so well. Cheese and
tomato, I would say, on a pizza. If you're worrying about pineapple, why are you worrying about tomato?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've shut it down.
Exactly.
That is the end of the interview. Thank you. Varada, so nice to meet you. And thank you so much for both being here. Good luck with the new series. Season 2 of Doctor Who is out on Saturday. BBC One, BBC iPlayer. Get it in your eyes and ears. See you soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
BBC Radio 1.
The 1975. It's not living if it's not with you. 10-minute takeover is 3 minutes away. You can get your songs onto the show. What a laugh for a Monday with Ncuti and with Varada. Love that. Danielle, please, you liked it too. She says, Ncuti's laugh and bluntness is just what I needed this morning. I just laughed out loud on the train and now everyone's looking at me and I couldn't care less. Good. You'll never see those people again. Unless, of course, they are your commuter friends and they'll be on the same train tomorrow. Maddie's in Bristol and says, Ncuti's laugh is giving me life this morning. Loved it. And James in Watford says, I feel personally attacked, Greg, as I have a soft-top car. It's so nice to have the roof down. Again, you do you, sweetie. It's okay. I didn't want to get into nerdy car chat with them, but it very much depends on the car, let's be honest. There'll be some good videos of Ncuti and his new companion on the Radio 1 socials throughout the day today. And if you missed it, you can just rewind the live radio. If you're listening on the BBC Sounds app on your phone, rewind to 8 o'clock and you'll hear the whole thing. Or if you want to stay with me live and in the moment, I'll play Becky Hill and Chasing Status, and then it's your choices on today's 10-minute takeover.
BBC
Radio 1 Breakfast.